Today, what we're going to do is we are going to talk about adding the right hand to a cold shot, shuffle, bass line in the left hand, and mostly what we're going to cover is the idea of how to harmonize melody notes. How to build chords below them. So that you can fill out a melody line and accompany the rest of the band on the keys. Let's start by taking a look at what Stevie Vaughan plays on Cold Shot. Alright, his melody note, in other words, his highest note that he's playing, the note that we hear before any other notes in his voicing, is this. An F to an E flat, and the tune is an A flat minor. So he's going 6, 5, right? And the way I get that 6, 5 is I just count right up the A flat minor scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5. Okay, so step one is just hearing what the melody note is that you want to harmonize. In other words, in this case, what two notes do we want to build chords underneath? All right, step two is figuring out your note choices for harmonizing those notes. Okay, so if I have an F here, and I know that the A flat minor scale is, so I have to decide then, this F could either be the root, it could be the third, or it could be the fifth. It could be the root, of an F diminished chord. It could be the third of a D flat major, or it could be the fifth of the B flat minor. And again, the way I'm finding those notes is by knowing the A flat minor scale. In this case, the scale is going to be this, with that flat 7 there. Okay, so I have three choices for the chords. I could play F diminished, which doesn't really sound right for us. I could play D flat major, which does sound good, or I could play B flat minor. Now keep in mind, since the melody note is here, the third step in our equation, or the third step in our method, is we're going to have to figure out how to invert any one of those three chords so F is always the highest note. So in the case, let's start with a D flat major triad. If I want F to be the highest note, I need to get this A flat down an octave. So now I'm playing that voicing, or what is this called, the second inversion of a D flat major triad. So my F needs to be the highest note because that's the note we're hearing. That sounds pretty good. What about if it were a B flat minor triad? Well, lucky for us, the F is already the highest note, so we don't have to do anything. We can play that B flat minor triad in root position. So I have, if I want to play a D flat major, that's my voicing. If I want to play a B flat minor, that's my voicing. Now let's go on to the next note in the melody. E flat. And I know that I'm getting home to the A flat minor chord, okay? So I'm going to decide, well, again, it could be the root. It would be the root of an E flat minor. Or it could be the third of a B major triad. That sounds pretty good. Or it could be the fifth of an A flat minor triad. Home, the 1 chord. So my choices are, again, E flat minor, B major, or A flat minor triad. So now, if I add a little groove to it, what I did there is I went D flat major to B major for my triads. D flat major to B major. Or, now I'll try D flat major to E flat minor. Let's try that again. Here we go. So that sounds very different than, right? Last choice I'm going to give you is the B flat minor to A flat minor. Let's see what that feels like. So that one feels really good too. So notice you have more than one choice. It's not as though there's a right answer and a wrong answer. Okay, in this case, we're just harmonizing melody notes and deciding from our choices, our 3 choices for each melody note, what to go with. And I think my final move is going to be B flat minor to A flat minor.